Oh, that would have been kind of cool. So did we start? Whatever. Hey, casuals, what's up? We're going to play Tetris 99, a game that I'm like pretty confident that I'm good at. And now because I'm playing it on a show, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
God, I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't wait for like 17 cursors on you the moment this starts. So, well, because I know like this game doesn't have a tutorial. A lot of people don't really know like the ins and outs of it other than playing Tetris and blocks show up and you do stuff. So while he's playing, I'll try and like kind of explain like what they are. But this game is totally Cozy's jam.
Yeah, I was. Did we lose that episode of Tetris when I was playing against Rob?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay.
Because I haven't seen any evidence of it anywhere.
So,
do you just attack randoms?
I usually attack randoms, yeah.
So, what's happening here is, like, whenever you get a Tetris in, like, competitive Tetris, what it'll do is it'll send, like, a row of what's called garbage to the opponent's screen. So you'll see that eventually where, like, the bottom, someone will get it to where the bottom of Cozy's screen is going to fill with, like, a bunch of gray blocks to basically push him towards the top, and then, of course, if you go past the top, you lose. So with this being, like, Battle Royale Tetris, you can pick which of the 99 or 98 other people that you're playing against is going to get that. So you'll see at the bottom there, he got a row. Now, as Cozy clears his own rows, he has like it's like 3 or 4 turns to clear those rows, and that'll get rid of the inbound garbage that you see on the left side there underneath his like holds and stuff. So he has a bunch coming right now. He's gonna so a Tetris is what they call a Tetris, which is when you clear all 4 at once. That'll clear the whole thing out if you have anything sitting there.
Okay, so yeah, this is a game that I've been playing like ever since I was a kid, and when I say like ever since I was a kid, I mean like a long ass time. Where at one point I was legitimately competing competitively and doing pretty well for myself. I can't be anywhere close to what would be considered a grandmaster in this game, which there are only 15 of those in the world. But like I said, I like to think that I am a pretty solid competitor. So essentially what that move is called a T-spin, which, man, I hope I'm not about to turn this into a tutorial, but fuck it, whatever. So that move was called a T-spin. If you set things up in specific ways, that purple block, the T, obviously, block, you can spin it in a way that technically shouldn't be possible. But if I remember right, there was like some weird bug that people found and exploited to try and clear out pieces a lot quicker. Oh, shit. I done goofed.
No, you're not set up too... Now you're... That one wasn't good.
Yeah. No, it'll be okay. It won't be okay.
It's looking a little less okay.
But don't worry, it's still very early in the game.
For anyone who doesn't play a lot of Tetris, the 4 square block is literally the worst piece. Like, it's actually terrible and will ruin an entire game.
The block?
Yeah.
Oh, not even.
Really?
Well,
what's your worst piece?
My worst piece is the Z blocks. I hate the Z blocks.
Mine is the 4 block, and then actually the L's. The L's just throw me off so bad. This is the Z blocks I do pretty okay with.
Oh, I love the Z blocks. Or the L blocks. Listen, I did that. No. For real, I did that on purpose.
Okay, good.
So I could do this. Because T-spins, because they are what, as silly as it'll be to call a Tetris move an advanced move, it is exactly that. It is an advanced move. And here, I guess. And so because of that, you can actually clear less or use up less blocks and still send over 4 pieces of garbage to your opponent. So it's beneficial to set things up in that way. Yeah, there's a lot of things to Tetris that a lot of people aren't aware of because people aren't as obsessive as I was. It was the reason why I got so into it was because when I was a kid, and we were really broke, this was like one of the only games that we had and that we played, and we often played it in what would commonly be referred to as a trap house when I was a child. And I was always very, very upset that I couldn't beat any of my either of my guardians or their friends at this game.
We'll have to switch that out after this one. Because I can't imagine you.
Yeah, right? Like, weird.
In the middle of a really good Tetris run and your controller dies. I mean, while I do want to see that, I just don't want it to happen to you.
Oh, is it dying?
Your right one is low on battery. It didn't do you have like the emergency, it's going to die right now, but we'll have to switch it out after this one.
Okay, no worries. All right, so right now I'm in 13th. Yeah, I've played this game a bunch since like the week it's been out. And so far I've won oh shit. There we go. Oh shit.
Yeah, they went to 10.
No, this is fine.
Everyone be quiet. Cozy needs full concentration. Ooh, no.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck. Oh, man, I'm really upset.
I think you need the only thing I would say is you might want to get a little more aggressive with like not just sticking it on random.
Well, the thing that I've noticed is if you target specific people, then like say I had 5 people targeting me, anytime I clear garbage, instead of it being like 1, 2, or 4 blocks, it'll multiply it based on how many people are targeting me. So the thing is, if you target people based on any other stat, chances are they may already have people targeting them, and then you can just gain so much garbage because of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's been my downfall whenever I've tried to do that. But
gotcha. Do we want to switch the controller real quick?
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, pause the episode.
Yeah. All right, we're back at it.
Now, speaking of weeby things,
yeah.
Jeff and producer Sean, who I don't think I'm not sure if producer Sean's been around for a recording in a hot minute.
No. He hasn't even been in this house for like a month.
Oh, wow. But yeah, they were talking some weeby stuff. And Jeff, I'm not sure if you actively keep up on Food Wars, but...
Oh, yeah. No, I'm basically caught up. I don't quite, because I do the official English... Nerd. Yeah, I pay money to read manga because I have an income now. I do like the official like Viz app for their stuff, which I think is just like it's like 2 or 3 days behind release because Japanese release is what, Friday, and I usually get it Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm totally caught up on Food Wars.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is because somebody recently actually just asked me about how I feel about Food Wars recently, and I thought that was kind of a weird question to ask.
Yeah, it's a pretty fair question to ask. But go ahead.
Well, they don't actively keep up on it. That's why it was weird.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they asked me about it, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, I still really enjoy it, but it seemed a little off recently, you know, as I'm sure you've noticed. I guess they switched editors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they switched editors, and so that's why the pacing and like the storyline in general,
it's going a lot faster.
Yeah, and personally, I think that takes away a lot from what, for someone like me, what made it really good. How do you feel about it?
I was never super into like, I liked the food idea of it, but I don't like, because you read it like to like actually like see what they do with the food, and you're really into the recipes and stuff like that. I really like just the idea of turning that into a battle, and like the characters themselves and how they like how classic anime shonen protagonist works in like a somewhat realistic culinary set piece. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, like I know that my perspective is only one of many. But, and spoiler alert for anybody who's reading it and isn't caught up at this point, their introduction of like these superpowers and shit, like
The like freakish talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have not been about this because I liked how it was at least somewhat grounded in reality.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, to me, they've kind of taken away that whole bit. And it's...
I mean, there's nothing saying I use a chainsaw.
But yeah, I wasn't sure if you noticed like that huge... Oh, damn.
Oh, I mean, I think if I had to guess, I would imagine it was around the time of the most recent times. Well, actually, I think it's only one time skip, really, because the other one was, what, like a month, so I don't know if that really counts, but...
I mean, this most recent time skip wasn't even that much.
Yeah, the most recent one was, like 9 months or something like that, wasn't it?
I thought it was less than that. I thought it was like the rest of the school year.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, because I guess pre-time skip was winters, and then it's just like I think it is just the following summer. Now that you say that.
Oh, yeah. No, true.
But I've been okay with it. I think I'm sure I'm not in the minority. I think it was set up for a really good ending right before the time skip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I was honestly
Okay, no, wait. You know what? I do have opinions on this because that was
Hold on.
so the whole because there was the whole once the biggest most recent arc that's actually finished had kind of come to a conclusion, which it was like 2 years long, like it took to get through it. It took a while.
Yes.
And it was a pretty good ending. It was a little bit like, yeah, like you could, like from the beginning you kind of knew how it was gonna end, and I was a little bit I was a little underwhelmed by the fallout of the events based on what happened at the end of that arc. And I guess the best way to kind of explain why that is for me is to explain my favorite thing about One Piece, which is whenever they do this big crazy thing and there's a little like 10 issue at most little mini arc that just shows the rest of the world reacting to whatever just happened. So you see characters from it's One Piece, so yeah, from like 15 years ago and stuff like that reacting to how their little nation or their little pot of people is impacted by whatever Luffy or whoever else just did, and then seeing like what everybody's new bounties are and everything like that.
Do they always do that in One Piece?
I'd say after they got so there's like kind of like 3 parts of One Piece. There's the beginning kind of setup part. There's after they get to the Grand Line, which is like the hard ass part of planet whatever they live on. And then there's like the time skip where they also get to the second half of the Grand Line.
Okay.
Ever since the first third of it, pretty much about 50% of the time after whatever arc they do is over, there's some kind of like little fallout that happens. And it's always so interesting to see because like everything else, it's really the only thing that it does that no one else really has. Any other shonen material, usually you only see the world as it relates to, your characters that you follow. But they spend time, like, that's the thing about One Piece is it goes on forever, but the world building is incredible in it.
Come on, go over there! Oh. It's fine, it's fine. Oh.
And so with the way that arc ended on Food Wars, they did that one worked. They did a lot of build-up of the big bad on it, and then they were just like, and now he went away, and that was really disappointing. Like he did realistically throughout the entire thing, he never did anything to verify that he was a threat. He just was a threat.
Okay, I see where you're coming from on that, and totally valid.
As you can imagine, for like a thing about battling in a culinary sense, like he's supposed to be like this incredible chef,
and everyone was like quivering at his name.
Yeah, you never see him cook, Cozy.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't cook once.
Like it showed. Oh damn, son of a bitch.
He did better on that one than the last one.
Yeah, but I won the one before that.
Yeah,
and that was off camera.
That's what. That's what we get for practicing. But yeah, we can continue our weeby nonsense on the next episode here.
Join us for more weeb talk.
Yeah, we're just gonna gut this episode. We're gonna take this audio. We're just gonna make a video essay, and you're just gonna randomly hear Cozy scream about T shifting or whatever, T spinning. Yeah, T spins. All right, see you next time.